It's 11:50 on a Friday, and I've just been on YouTube watching a whole load of grime and drill music. I know that I've thought of not wanting to do it, but me doing that has allowed me to actually think of the music differently and not loop it the same way, not rewind the exact same parts I would rewind in the past. And now I'm starting to think about things differently. I'll probably process my thoughts tomorrow in a daily voiceover or something. But let's get into this. I've got all the stats and they'll show up after this. And this right here is a 0.4% body fat difference. 0.4. The first one on the left from last week is 15.1% body fat, whereas this one on the right today is 14.7. So I know below 15 is solid. You can tell especially the middle set and the upper set of abs look more defined. But I think that also could be to do with muscle percentage. I'm actually going to check last week and this week's muscle percentage values. Okay, so last week's was 42.4, but this week's was 42.3. And that makes sense because I was on a calorie deficit for most of my meals, but my abs are showing a lot more. It's got to do with body fat. The 0.4% body fat difference makes it look like I have more muscle when in reality I lost 0.1% muscle percentage. This makes me think that even a slight change in body fat around this level of 15% and lower, it makes a big difference. And that's something I'm learning now. I'm feeling more physically capable, more agile, just everything you'd want really. Even stronger and mentally stronger than last week, even with a slightly smaller muscle percentage. And that's fine for now, even though I would like to increase the muscle percentage so that I put on size and look more sexually attractive. I know that I have the hardwired need, and I'm not hiding from that hardwired need to have children and provide for them as a man. I'm not hiding from that, and I would be doing this partly because of that. Not completely, but partly because of that. Yeah. Would also be doing it for complete physical body and mind control. Just to have a lot of fun. And females seeing that would be impressive. Shows that I have control, and that if we were to breed, me being able to do all these calisthenics moves, it would be a little bit of a sign that if I have control with these calisthenics moves, then what are the odds that he doesn't have control in other aspects of his life? Therefore, it would make him seem like he's a suitable mate, a solid provider, someone that can provide not only us as a female, but also my children's. It will also be able to provide for me and my children. And therefore, insecurity that the provider, the male, gives, I'll be able to do my job and nurture as a female and fulfill my hardwired need. I'm just speaking that hypothetically. I'm not saying I'm a female. I'm not saying I myself am a female. But yeah, I was just holding this back for hours, like 3 hours before maybe 4 hours, ever since like 7 p.m. because I had a lot to say and it was just a lot to get off my mind, but I'm finally done it and I want to talk about this right now. I think with these things, instead of just wanting to just start with one sentence, you've got to take the proactive approach and wake up earlier. Take the proactive approach. So there's less pressure to do these things, and I feel a lot more comfortable doing what I want to do, which would then breed an environment where I just keep on making and making and making off camera. Yeah, I've done it for so long, I just need to be consistent. It being like these videos, but I need to do that same consistency off camera, which I'm going to work on start from today. Apologies, it is midnight. Okay, so I really am like, whoa, the body fat percentage is so small, but yeah, man, the body fat percentage difference is so small, but abs show so much. This is what I ate to get this to this point. Not healthy, way too low calories, way too low protein, but I need to go shopping to change things around. I noticed that with all these low protein meals, when I'd have a higher protein meal, like the rice, onions and tuna that I had for dinner, either today or last night, it was so filling, whereas the other meals weren't. All of these meals weren't, because they're so low in protein, as you could see. I apologise for sighing. It's just because I just want to sleep. That's all, not because I don't, well, to be fair, I don't want to be doing this at this time, but I just had to make a start. I forced myself to make a start. I was thinking, it's getting closer to 12 a.m. I got to upload before the day ends. As soon as this just happened, it then got the time limit saying it's 12 o'clock. Now I've been off for like half an hour making this before making this clip now. My mind was feeling overstimulated when making Friday's voiceovers for the last video of the weekly health review for the daily voiceover and that. I've got to wake up a lot earlier. But in terms of like the weekly review, I need to go shopping and learn a lot more just about the stuff I set myself to do off camera and follow the advice I've given myself for the off camera stuff, because it's working. And eat much higher protein foods to feel more satiated. They feel great in my stomach. Hell yeah, I like how they fill me up. Compared to a low protein meal. If you want to just go to the gym, for example, then okay, fine. But if you actually want to eat and feel full, high protein meals, where's that, man? Hell yeah. Just before workout? Maybe not, but having something satiating that will allow me to build muscle, hell yeah. Alright, these are all the meals that I had over the week. I didn't put the days and times as I planned to, because I just wanted to make this video, just make a start. And the more I do these, the easier it's going to get. Like 6 months, this is going to be piss easy. But making a start on all of these things. Oh, speaking about the crisps and that, I didn't want to have Walkers at first, but then after having the Walkers, it was like one thing led to another. So that is that to keep into account. But me tracking, when I started tracking and taking photos, tracking on MyFitnessPal and taking photos, there was an immediate sense of accountability. So yeah, in terms of productivity now, all I have to really do is just follow what I did on Thursday, to do everything off camera first and then go outside and do the stuff. I watched a lot of gym haul videos over the week, a lot of them, an excessive amount, and I've learned a lot from them, which I spoke about in the sex appeal video I made last night, yesterday even, about sex appeal and complacency. And yeah, I learned a lot, but I'm not really watching those videos anymore now, because I went to watching grime and drill music, and I've now gained a different perspective on things. just referring how that aggression relates to being seen as attractive sexually, because you have to fend off enemies, you have to fend off tribes in order to survive down to an ancestral level, just like how gangs would beef gangs. Like, gangs are like basically like the modern version of tribes. And because if you show, like, you trouble people and that, and you hurt people, it looks like you're more dominant because you're fending off enemies, which would show that you can basically fulfill hardwired needs that the females are looking for. But except nowadays, we understand that that's destructive and that has legal consequences, whereas in the past, I wouldn't think it did. I don't think the cavemen would be thinking about judicial systems and court cases in nature and that. Nah, it's a matter of survival, just like how gangs would be focusing on surviving, except it's just the modern version. I can understand why females see that as sexually attractive though, because it shows an assertion of dominance, what makes them feel more secure, which would mean that they may think that they would be able to nurture their children and that, with this person being the father of their kids. But anyway, yeah, productivity is improving, not needs to improve, is improving, and I'm not thinking about me having money worries anymore. And I think that genuinely could have lowered my depression score down and anxiety score down immediately. I refuse to believe that I have money issues, because I'm learning, and in learning, I'll eventually learn more about finances. I'm working towards it, and I just refuse to believe that, oh, we don't have no money, we don't have, no. I refuse to allow myself to keep thinking those thoughts, even though people around me may think those thoughts. No way. I understand that in order to have more money coming in, you increase how valuable you are to the world. So I'll focus on that and focus on improving my financial literacy, change my mind, get my understand how the world works in terms of financial literacy, and move smart, or just carry on learning. Always learn, always grow, and just build a healthy wealth of knowledge on finances. And then not only will I be thinking of having money come in, but I think I'll be thinking of the bigger picture, which is just something I've thought of now. It's not just about making money, it's about finances. Having money come in and being able to manage that money coming in, having your amount of money that's coming in heading towards a target, and also being able to manage to understand that there's the expenses side of things, and understanding what money's for. And I know that money is about investing, trade, and in order to have money coming in, you must trade, and in order to trade, you have to learn. Yeah, I figured it out. And I think because I refuse to allow my financial situation to try and I refuse to allow myself to feel down in the dumps because of my financial situation, depression score has lowered immediately. But that said, I took the test hungry, feeling dehydrated and overstimulated, and I took the test very fast. So that could have played a part in me getting those scores, but I did answer honestly. Like 13 depression, 4 anxiety last week, and then 7 depression, 1 anxiety. 13 out of 21 anxiety last week, 4 out of 21 13 out of 21 depression last week, 4 out of 21 anxiety last week, and then 7 out of 21 depression, and then 1 out of 21 anxiety. Like, that's solid. That's too fast an improvement, I'd say. But again, even though I did answer honestly, I know I was feeling overstimulated, hungry and thirsty, so that could have played a part in my results, along with the fact that I was just going really fast. So I know that that's something to be aware of. And the more I take these tests, the more accurate, shall we say, the results are going to be. That said, I was thinking about it yesterday, and yesterday being Friday, and or when this video was meant to come out, but it will improve. They'll be coming out on Friday from now on. I won't leave it late because I'll be waking up earlier. But anyway, yeah. As I was saying, I was thinking about it yesterday, and these self-assessment reviews, yeah, it's one way to track, which is very helpful, and I felt a sense of release or relief seeing my scores drop and become more healthy. However, I had to really understand, like, how do I feel about how much I'm doing? How do I feel and rationally think about my situation, what I'm doing and what's going on in my life and what's happening around me? Like, that's another way to track, listening to those thoughts and releasing them out. Yeah, that's another way to track, because my anxiety dropped, the scores dropped, and I'm starting to really think, like how Charles Barkley said to Shaq, ain't no fear over here. Because I like that fearless way of life. Fearless and educated way of life. So I'm not just going out there harming people and that. No. Fearless and educated, not fearless and uneducated and wild and savage. No, not that. Fearless, educated, and someone who knows how the world works and uses that to their advantage legally and in a way they find fun and enjoy and love. That's what I'm looking for. And that's something that you can do whilst being fearless and educated compared to being fearless and uneducated. That's a recipe for disaster. Murder, I'm talking about. Anything, seriously, anything. Using sex as a coping mechanism as well, for example. Yeah, the scores dropped and I felt a sense of peace and relief, just like how I felt a sense of peace and relief when my shooting form improved and I made more progress on the tuck hold. Yeah, those scores dropping significantly makes more sense now, because I found a lot more peace, especially now that I'm starting to understand what all these females, not all, sorry, but quite a lot of the females do when posing to show their glutes, and how gym wear companies try and make it look bigger, like how the females, and also how the females try and make it look bigger, and why they try and make it look bigger, down to an ancestral point of view. It's very freeing. It's very freeing. Sorry for the cut there. Very freeing having a clear mind, completely clear mind when speaking to females. That said, during one of the plank journey videos, I was looking at a female's, a female's gym wear, because I've been watching so many gym haul videos and I was analysing it like, okay, the gym wear companies, they are doing this, and not only am I seeing this on YouTube, I'm seeing this in person, so it's true. I wasn't just looking and staring because it's like, whoa, wow, look at her features, look at that hourglass figure, especially from behind. No. I was looking and analysing like, okay, I've seen all these gym haul videos and I know what the gym wear companies are doing and I know what these girls are doing. Okay, but this is just on the internet. What about in person? Okay, I look in person whilst looking at one of the videos now. Okay, yeah. This is for a fact happening. Oh yeah, this is what's going on in the world. Not because I was just being creepy, and I really, even though this is the truth, this is what's happened, and this is what I have done, and I apologize for if it makes anyone out there, particularly females, feel uncomfortable that I've said that. I'm really sorry, and I don't mean it in that way at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, I genuinely am really sorry if any female in particular is watching this and they're like, what? Why are you saying you're doing this? Why are you looking? It wasn't because I was just looking like, oh wow, like look at the glutes, wow, she's got a big bum, which is something I have done in the past, but not this time. During one of the very recent videos, I think yesterday maybe, no, the day before yesterday maybe, on Thursday, I wasn't looking because it was like, oh yeah, she's got a big bum. No, it was because I was looking at the gym wear companies and seeing the aggressive contour on the light colour. I was like, okay, this is what's going on. Gym wear companies actually are doing this. This isn't just something on the internet. This is not fake. This is real. This actually is going on. And for the females out there that are listening to this, I am so sorry if you feel uncomfortable hearing this, and rightly so, because if you're dating, then it makes sense. If you're gonna look there, it makes sense, because she wasn't training glutes, and we weren't training together for me to do that. Not only that, but she's spoken of her boyfriend. So like, I backed off. I knew in my head, she's not an option. But even still, I was looking, because I was just analysing from all those YouTube videos and looking to see, hold up a sec, is this actually true? Found out it actually is true. Not because I was just looking like, oh my God, she's got a big bum. No. And I really, really understand if it does seem that way. Especially as females are being conditioned that, oh, men only want one thing, sex. Just like how men get conditioned to believe that as well through the rap videos. Women get conditioned to believe that same thing through, men just want one thing. So if any females in particular felt uncomfortable with me saying this, I am so sorry. So sorry. And that you could probably hear it is coming from a genuine place. I really apologise if it's making anyone feel uncomfortable out here. Especially seeing as I haven't put a disclaimer. I'm very, 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 very sorry. And I mean it. You can probably hear it in my voice. But in order for me to really progress and move on, I have to tell the truth. I really have to tell the truth. And of course there are boundaries. I mean, me feeling free to tell the truth is just allowing me to progress. And again, I'm really sorry if anyone feels unhappy with what I've said in this context. In that sense, like, oh, you're just looking because men want one thing. I'm very sorry. I know I wasn't doing it in that way, but I can understand if people, especially females, think that I actually was. Okay, I really hope that clears things up, because I genuinely am sorry. I genuinely am apologising. Usually I wouldn't do that, but no, I really am. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I feel a lot more free saying that now. I've even started lying on my side instead of on my back, because I feel a lot more free. But made progress, felt peace, making progress on the tug hold, finally experiencing reward, and finally experiencing reward with my free throw shots and just shots in general with my left and right hand on the basketball court. Learned more about food. High protein makes me feel a lot more full. I knew that before, but I hadn't really felt it like how I felt it this week, because this week I've basically been eating very low protein because I haven't gone shopping. I've been surviving rather than living in that sense. And I've learned a lot about the gym hall stuff and what gym companies do and how females pose to make it look like their hips are bigger. So that wider hips means more able or more likely to successfully give birth to a child and fulfill hardwired needs. Is there really much else to say? I want to wake up a lot earlier, but I just really keep improving, wake up earlier, go shopping. I think I just gotta keep on making these reviews, and then it will all sort itself out. And on that note, I'll end it here. Hope you enjoyed, maybe even learned something valuable. And if anyone felt uncomfortable with like the gym hall comments, I am so sorry. I really know I wasn't looking in that way, and I was looking to just really see that what I was thinking after seeing those gym hall videos was a reality, and seeing it's a reality. I was looking for that reason and understanding that it's a reality rather than just seeing like, oh yeah, she's got a big bum. No, I'm not creepy like that. And I'm so sorry if any female has mistaken me for that way inclined. Through what I've just said, I've explained myself so many times. If you don't understand, you don't understand. I could edit all of this out, but I'm not going to. This is a part of the journey. It's a part of the growth. And I feel very happy with the way how things are going. And I think I will be understood how I'm understanding myself. I can articulate myself clearly, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But yeah, I'm going to go upload this video and I'll see you in the next one, you lot. Even though it's late, it will get better. 6 months, oh yeah, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, I'll see you lot later now. Bye.